Rabambo and Simona Government Accountability Series abai ede ababetuja watchers na watchibia primary san ena asoye ahodo mpanyufo ya asoafo beba betre se no dwumadi esi kwafa na kame I said the first minister Dr. Omane Boamah etwetwe nsem ahodo mu giraso amwatwesa asrafo ene ya formo akọ asrafo edwumam no dodo na wo hu sa ya na de wo se wonya ene ebio so ne ma etwesa ampa wanya santete ye no wo ho akwanya so betimi adom asra adwuma no edu adwuma no no ma hu se nipa dodo na omunye nya santete ye ne ebio so nimdie ni hunumu no esa ejina so amene security consultant or ye lecturer ewo Kofiana International Peacekeeping Training Dr. Victor Dok akasa afa ho.
Any citizen or Ghanaian hearing this would, have cause for concern. Now, exactly in 2024, which period are we talking about? Is it the old 2024 or some quarters in 2024? Ideally, now, in the context of our dispensation now in Ghana here, what are the dynamics that play out when you talk about irregular transfer of what ammunitions? Does it pose a threat? Okay, these are the questions that people would generally ask. At some level, you'll rest assured that the security apparatus, as the minister has come out with this information, means they have advanced with regards to what investigations, and it's only a matter of time that people will be named, culprits will be picked up for questions and answering. But I don't think we should be worried in that regard, because now when you talk about even the illegal or the negative use of these, ammunition, should assuming it falls into the wrong hands, you're talking about how the intelligence have picked up who are those who are going to use it for what purpose and whatnot. Right. So I think people should just relax for the authorities to work, with regards to what the information that they have, and the rest assured we'll have some positive results coming up.
Yerasu enjinemo ewasa semi eho na yenkwa homaso enkodi nkomo yesanse ene ya the first minister ameye ho a wo twese ne military academy wona eje entete na akopiem no yo ha mu nchichemu aduosia enuma ye nipa verse 210 uyo mu efri nipa 452 ane ye twese ene ekame aye sentete ye kwan so nimde kwan so afi hunumu kwan so ene niam etimi mo mugina peme mo mutimi ewra ase adwumanum no dodo na entimi enya adesa na ye ne security expert Richard Kumado entwasa enkomoyi eso opanyin ewie ye na bio se ene wasabeke ensa Onua TV so na eba no se bambo ho nsem wo mo gentete ye no watimi aboa no watimi aboa asrafo adwumanim etimi aboa ye ho ban se ye trese ene won tete ye na afei eligibility criteria waso munyo muni bisa na ye bambo kwan so kwan ben so no man ga na be ha ye
God help me. Because for all the security agencies, it was standard procedure, and yet academic qualification, but nyama bebre ya share military for one side, immigration one side, and I one side. And me name the reason why in this particular case, somebody circumvented the procedure, and I'm for that, a major issue, Mamo, the integrity of the institution is being brought to disrepute, and the values they hold as a military is being devalued, and almost all WOHO officers and the leaders of this beautiful, distinguished organization or institution called military, their integrity is intact because they are very bad, and I don't know how we're going to stop all this misbehavior from leadership in organizations and politicians influencing almost everything in this country. And but to that extent, we are doing something about it. Let's hope that so that everybody who goes there will meet the criteria, irrespective of the political party they support or wherever they come from in this country.
Na ekwe ni mu no wo hye akwan ben so na ebetimi afaso na afa yetutu anamo ye se be ye ne Ghana fo awe ede hubu aba be show mu no bu so ho ensama hodo no yetimi ahwe eyisa hubu ane na afa gidi afa e kame se be hwinshan e wasra adwumanim afri ho.
number one, you better bump and I stress any animal by the responsibility, mom. Among you many years, among to me, I'm feel. Two, among that bribery and corruption and political partisanship influences, And then number three, you're making sure that regulatory compliance covering recruitment. One of the things President Mahama Kaya, I'm hoping that will happen in this country because I'm one of the advocates for that. That is to say, about military recruitment in particular. Let's benchmark best practices, just like it is done in the UK and elsewhere. How is it done and what is the methodology? Create a simple administrative blocks all over the country. Now, about recruitment, create an online examination for everybody to go and write. Almost 12 years, almost now you promo on a particular day in series and also in sequence. Normal barber straightforward physical examination, which includes running and jogging and physical exercise and all that. What then they open up the funds for you for those qualified to join the military for the main exercises. And then it cuts away partisanship, it cuts away tribalism and nepotism and misbehavior and misdemeanor and many of those things. So that those who join the military will be people who started without knowing anybody and they are able to go through everyone. Other than that, the way we are going about it, I don't think we are doing it properly and it can only lead to trouble in the future. Because the state, not only the military, but the security agencies, the state called Ghana, is not benefiting from Nipana ya recruiter into the services. The reason being that Ombeye Jumano for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. At the time I'm officer Oman Juma, Omudi sensitive job Musano, no more armchair officers, armchair officers, armchair officers, armchair paratroopers. And the state is losing a lot of money and quality in terms of the people we recruit and the outcomes of their recruitment into the security agencies. That is where we are now. The said the minister, particular issue out, they will find a better way of doing it, far better than what they made.
Na ene se ya shedi ababe to jana yenu no mo ya asrafo na ene omonim se manfo atesa ensemi internally no se ba na se panyfo so mo hwe etimi asowei ano se ebi entete ye ni hunumu kwan so no omonyina nya pemema kwan ben so na befa so acha omukutupa na emo mo so e ka me so mahoden ene nimdwe omde ba be ye adwuma ne akokudro enkofom na omo ankasa ntem betimi aso sa ha ona no.
You need to speak to them. You need to encourage them. There say one day, event be back now. The commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, the president, Nkata, may making 1 or 2 statements to that regard. Now, posting moral because I can tell you, when you go into the military, even when it comes to promotion, one of the difficult, dangerous bombs we are sitting on. The way I hear over time, it is so abhorring and it is so disheartening. Say, juniors are taking over seniors in no manner, not that they know the job. Over police, it is almost the same thing. When you go into the military, it is then when you go into immigration, almost all the security agencies, issues about promotion, issues about laid down procedure, issues about following standard procedure, about the major challenge among. And the issues about morality and issues about morale and encouragement, it can only come from the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. And yet only but you need to speak to them on many of those their public platforms so that you raise the morale a little bit. That is the only way you bring them up. Other than that, the we are here, it is not the best for this country in terms of security and in terms of safety and in terms of management of national security in the totality of it. Very bad.
Opanyini krakra masa na ebeja wachi no yenhwe asrafo ammunition honsan semen round so ya dia Dr. Edward Omane Boamah esade to dwa efa se ne ammunition bia ya transfer national secretariat afimpino ne edudu na same omutimi enchre kwan amfa so a bia wo se kodru na afi ne dodo mu yenhu na kira kwan kra kame se ne yire mu an ye ka ne sa no ene ba na bambo ho nsem wo de sa semi ababeto tuja manfo ti wo tie ebone sa na omo so dwumedie be na omo ndi ekwa ni mu wo mutimi enhwe na won so ano na affirmation nso ayira no krampo no yesi ye hwe ne twa kwan ne kwan ben so
Minister, let me just say for 7 months, there's many nominations. And the coming and for your investigations into the disappearing of the ammunition. Now, no criminal case. And so, more investigations, no outcome of investigation. They are Attorney General. So the Attorney General will prosecute people who have committed crimes against the state. Because some people have to be held accountable. Because super security agencies we have what we call the chain of command and custody activities. Chain of custody. It means that at all points and at all places, there are records being taken of everything we do within the security agencies. And it's a very simple thing. Who gave instruction? What was dispatched and where was it dispatched? This shouldn't take 7 months. It means that somebody is not telling the truth, and it will take the BNI with the capacity to investigate. But Oko National Security Secretariat, I said, we must answer what is the nature of security operations at your National Security Secretariat, and why did they need that kind of ammunition there? They don't even have a depot there to keep the ammunition. And the story has changed. Say that it was the Northern Command who requested for the ammunition. And they said they are requesting it in the name of national security. Who said this? If Northern Command is requesting for ammunition from Burma camp, I don't know. Omane said Northern Command, yeah, ammunition. Burma camp, give us ammunition. So that it moved from Burma camp to Northern Command, and they will take responsibility and they will be held accountable. But you use a caveat that ammunition should be sent to national security. Wait, there's no national security. Blue Gate is a national security secretariat. Now, Blue Gate, they don't have the capacity to hold the kind of ammunition we are talking about and the quantity. Somebody's lying. And these are the decisions they took for this country. Only God knows the things we were sitting on. Why? Because today, gun violence is on the increase. Victims of gun violence are on the increase. It's on the increase. What shows that these arms were not being sold on the open market, or they were not sold to the Galamseyers, and the trouble you have up north. Where did they get ammunition from? Those are some of the questions that all meaningful Ghanaians needed to be worried about. And I seriously think that they will do a good job, and we will get to the bottom of this. Other than that, it's not looking good for us as a nation.
Okay, yeah, now say we say when you decide come na who most wet me be at to jam yet me at here. What say I was sending near my ACA Richard Commodore, a security expert, and a penny Eddie command and and say and rather Dr. Edward Omane Boamah, Defense Minister. Someone the two Jaffa for Jumana near my Etochima, sending near my AC corner home come be and yedi.